Duval County, here in Florida. On the banks of the St. Johns River, we look inside Everbank Stadium in Jacksonville. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's our visitors and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Tirico and Greg Olson with you. That's Cam Little set to start this. And off we go from Jacksonville. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10.
Come on. Hey, Cowboy, fix the Eagles.
First carry now for Jaden Blue. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. They'll gain 17 on that one. A very quick first down.
And this run game certainly didn't waste any time getting settled in. Nice job by the offensive line, displacing defenders at the point of attack, and allows the back to pick up a nice chunk to get this game rolling.
That's complete. He finds Brian Thomas. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. They'll have a first down. It's a gain of 28.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
And he takes it down to the 15-yard line. That's a gain of 16. This offense is humming. A first down.
A gain of 16 yards. First down, Panthers.
In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. Now screen set up for Blue. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
You see so many teams wait till 3rd down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on 1st down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback?
And he's into the end zone. What a start. Touchdown, Panthers. That's his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year.
And when things haven't been going your way like they haven't around here recently, Mike, this is exactly what you need. You're looking for a spark. So to take the opening possession of the game, march it down there, and come away with the score, all of a sudden the sideline's a lot more positive. There's a lot more good energy amongst your teammates. Is that the spark they needed to turn this thing around?
Nothing is our score as this kick is sent into the air. This will be returned from the 6. He'll get across the 20, mark him down to the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
He'll try to get the running game going. His first carry. And he's able to force his way through one man, but he can only muster about a yard on that play. 2nd down.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short game.
19. Let's go.
Now they'll set up to throw. Going up top. His first throw of the game is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Derek Stingley. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
This is an area of the offense, Mike, that's going to have to find its rhythm now as this game unfolds. They talked all week, come out early, get some completions, settle down this quarterback. Well, in return, he throws an early pick. It's too early to go away from the game plan. There's a lot of game left, but this passing game is going to have to get on track throughout the rest of this game. A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
From the 33, here's 2nd down and 4.
Here we go, here we go. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Back to throw. Throw left side, taken in by Thomas. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 25-yard line. A gain of 11 on that one. It's good for a Panther first down.
And a Panther first down.
This is Blue. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
We're seeing such an uptick, Mike, across the league in these hybrid kind of positionless defenders, especially safety. So are they a safety? Are they a linebacker? They're good in both coverage. And in this case, they can play near the line of scrimmage and still make plays on the ground.
And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
I'm not sure what was the more difficult aspect of the play, winning his route versus man coverage or catching this pass, because the quarterback, he put a little extra sauce on that one to get it there on time, and he's able to secure a really nice catch.
Got his man. It's complete to Thomas. And he's going to have the first down. They convert on 3rd, and it sets up a 1st and goal.
Really just comes down to everybody understanding the situation. You realize how many yards do I need to get for the first down, and just make sure at least one of my receivers is past the sticks. That's where he went with the ball, and they were able to convert.
Nothing there. He is fortunate just to get back to the line. Now it's 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Let's go now.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. And he might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Ready, ready.
Good job so far by the defense protecting the short field. Now it's 3rd and goal.
Panther 60, Panther 60. Let's go.
They'll look to throw. They're called in at the 2.
I'm an aggressive guy by nature, Mike, so whenever I get 4th and short in plus territory, I want to go for it. You're not going to win many games in this league settling for field goals. You have to capitalize when you find yourself in a position to score.
Interesting decision. A field goal makes it a 2-score game. They're going to keep the hammer down and go for it on 4th and goal. To the goal line and in. Touchdown, Anchorage. It's his 3rd touchdown catch this year.
You know, Mike, I think we're going to see a lot of this, and you know why? It's the new kickoff rule. So think about it. In the old days, you'd kick a field goal, you'd kick a touchback, and your opponent would have the ball on the 20. You didn't give up as much field position, but you only got 3 points. Nowadays, you go for 3 points and you kick a touchback, they get the ball on the 35. It's almost 30 yards of field position. You're just better off going for touchdowns when you get in here tight.
Here we go.
The lineup for the 2-point conversion.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. That's going to be caught. So add a couple more points, and they add to their lead.
I know it sounds like I'm being biased, Mike, but I'm really not. Down here this close to the end zone, especially on 2-point tries, the size, the length, the athleticism, and matchups these tight ends can create, man, they are a tough handle, and it leads to 2 points.
And he'll be out of bounds on the return, and the drive will begin there.
Ready, ready.
Drive and start on the ground. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. A gain of 14. Good for a quick first down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Ready, ready.
Room to run inside the 40. And he's finally going to be brought down, but not before he gets to the Panthers' 19-yard line. Big play after big play to start this drive. 34 for that one.
Ready, set.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Ready, ready.
Give it right up the middle. Here's Johnson. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12.
19. Ready, ready.
Now this time they'll look to throw. That's going to be incomplete. Good work. The defender bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force 3rd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game. Like, we just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
3rd and long.
Go. Let go.
They'll try to get this one on the ground. And they'll only get a couple on this one, so the defense holds, and it brings up 4th down. So it is 4th down, and that'll bring on Cam Little for this Jaguars field goal. Little's kick is good. And the Jaguars are on the board here in the 1st.
And when you find yourself down double digits, you don't want to make habit of settling for these field goals. It does allow them to chip away a little bit and cut into this deficit, but they've got to find a way to score touchdowns.
And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over.
Okay, ready. Ready!
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll let this one go. Deep for Thomas. And that ball out of reach toward the sideline. It'll be an incompletion. Brian Thomas, the intended receiver. And it'll be 2nd down.
Go!
He'll drop the throw. To the outside, looked in by Lamb. And he's got about 5 on this one before he's out of bounds. And they're set up a little bit better for 3rd down.
Ready up! Ready!
He'll look to throw. This one caught by Patrick. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this 1st quarter. So a big 3rd down hookup takes us to the break. The Panthers off to the early advantage. We'll have more from Jacksonville after this. Here's 1st and 10.
Big Eagle! Come on, come on!
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And he's going to be taken down right at the 25-yard line. That one good for 26 yards.
And an Anchorage 1st down.
Let's go now!
On 1st down, here's Blue. A gain of 4 as he's taken down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
From the 21, here's 2nd down and 6.
Ready!
Throwing now from the gun. That is caught. Touchdown, Panthers. That's his 8th touchdown of the season.
All week, we're going to see this play be run over and over as a highlight of the quarterback and the receiver. But, Mike, the part that people don't give enough credit to, in order to get a downfield shot, you have to have time, and what a great job by the offensive line, allowing the quarterback to be comfortable enough in the pocket, let those deeper routes develop, be on time and accurate with the ball, and that's why this play is going to be a highlight all week. Let's give the big guys up front some credit.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchback. From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Start. Ready, right?
They'll begin here on the ground. He's able to get away from one man, but the reinforcements were there fast. He's taken down for a loss on the play.
Well, it's been the case this entire first half. It's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
Panther 11, 70 Timber Warriors, 70, 79 Broncos, Mustang 19, 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Let go.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, just ends up being a wasted down.
Come on, set. Cougar 19.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring 4th down right in the face.
He'll return it from the 11. And he'll get something there on the return. Able to take this back to the 20-yard line.
Hawk 70, go!
They'll start this on the ground with Blue. He is belted in the backfield. What a shot he took. It's going to be a loss of yardage. What a play.
There hasn't been a whole lot for this crowd to be excited about on either side of the ball, but at least now the defense is trying to be that spark. Nice tackle for loss there. Can they do something to build upon to try to get this team going?
Gotta be lying. Panthers 50, Panthers 50. Steady.
Laying out, and he made the catch. What a play. That one good for 29.
And that's what you call being fearless, going over the middle. That's not everybody's cup of tea in this league, Mike. Some guys love to operate outside the numbers, and some guys understand their role is in the middle of the field. And not only to make that catch, but to do it laying out. It's a big-time play to secure that one.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So They got to continue to ride the hot hand because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is. These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up second down.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
Back to the air once more on second down. Down inside the 10. And he'll get into the end zone. Ja'Tavion Sanders. Touchdown Anchorage. And the show continues. What a first half he's had, Greg. A third touchdown pass with that one.
Mike, what stood out to me the most so far is just the amount of space these guys have had to operate in. I think if I'm this defensive coordinator, me and my staff at halftime are revisiting this game plan. They obviously felt good about it coming in, but I don't think there's anything to feel good about thus far.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. He fields it at the 8. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Come on.
Going back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that one.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11.
Go! Bronco 80. Let's go.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. He'll check this down to the running back. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 12. First down, Jacksonville.
It's been a rough first half, but now as we approach halftime, Mike, you got to start getting some wins, and it could be something small like we just saw here. Some positive plays, build a little confidence on that sideline, so as you go into halftime, you have something to build on.
2 minutes remain here in this first half. Back with more from Jacksonville after this timeout.
Okay,
from the 34 now, it's 1st and 10.
Ready.
Out of the gun, here's a run up the gut, and he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
Where a defender makes his tackles tells you a lot about his abilities. And for an interior defensive lineman, Mike, to make plays on the outside of the formation just speaks to his speed, his effort, his ability to run down the line. And we saw it here, and he takes the back down for a loss.
70 Ranger. 18 Rattler. Trap 60.
The open man is Atkins. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line. First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a first down.
Ready.
He'll take a shot down the middle of the field. And he can hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down.
And really what stands out to me the most in this first half, Mike, is just there's very little separation among these receivers downfield. The quarterback has to throw into a lot of tight windows, contested catches, and they continue to do a nice job separating the ball from the man.
Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. Quick throw here is complete. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
Just a really nice, simple play design. Just get the ball to one of your playmakers on an underneath crossing route, and he does the rest to secure a nice gain. That's just good, simple execution.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat.
Back to the air one more time. He's going to let this one go deep. A lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
Nice rep here by the defense. They go man coverage, takes away all the threats downfield, and with nothing open, he has no choice to just kind of throw a contested ball, hope for the best, and just falls incomplete.
He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and he put an end to that play really before it ever got started.
And they'll only get a couple on this one, so the defense holds, and it brings up fourth down. The Panthers will take their first timeout as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half.
A 54-yard attempt.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Jaguars will cut into that lead.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
We'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop.
Okay, ready?
So first and 10 now. They'll start from the 22.
Liking 18.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. Escaping to his left. That one down the field, but it is incomplete. He was trying to get it to C.D. Lamb. It's second down.
How often do we see teams kind of nurse these big leads, Mike, especially as the game unfolds? They turn to the ground game. They try to slow everything down. Well, not this offense. They refuse to take their foot off the gas. They're still mining for explosive plays, and frankly, with the way today's gone, I don't blame him.
He'll let one go down the middle. That is brought in. And he's going to take this one all the way. 77 yards. It is a touchdown.
That is just a complete disaster. I mean, we're in the final seconds of the first half, Mike, and you give up a huge explosive play that results in a touchdown. No matter what you've done all half, it completely changes the game.
Just 8 seconds now until halftime, and the kick's away. We'll start at the 4. Good job in coverage. They're going to get him down short of the 20-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
Dragon 60. Cowboy 80. Ready?
Back to throw here to begin the drive. Down, he'll air one out. And that is incomplete. One final chance does not work out. Time has expired. The first half has come to an end. one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
27-yard line.
Ready. Come on, set. Ready.
And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on first down.
And as of right now, they find themselves trailing at the moment, but it's certainly not because of the ground game. I mean, he's averaging over 4 yards per carry. Just hasn't been enough to overcome some of their shortcomings elsewhere.
Ready.
Now they'll set up to throw. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Markham at the 48-yard line. Just his first catch. They have held him in check so far. But that one gives him a first down. First and 10.
70 Timberwolves. Ready.
Up the middle they go. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
70 Ranger. Let go.
Looking to throw here on 2nd and 10. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete.
The name of the game in the league is to score points. And there's a lot of different ways to do it. You can run it, you can throw it, you can do it in big chunks, you can do it in sustained drives. There's a lot of ways to operate as an offense, but right now, if they don't find a way to start scoring some points, there's just not a lot of paths to victory in the NFL.
60 Bobcats.
On third down, they'll throw from the gun. And the Panthers will have great field position as they take over at their own 45.
Well, Mike, I think it's pretty clear what the message was by this head coach at halftime. He said, listen, guys, we're behind. We're trailing. We're going to come out early in this second half and be aggressive from the get-go and cut into this deficit. But oftentimes, reckless decision-making, over-aggressive play calling leads to turnovers. This defense finds themselves heading back out into the field a little earlier than expected, but they need to hold serve and keep this score right where it is. All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender.
Oh, big hole left side. And he will score. Jaden Blue. Touchdown, Panthers. Good-looking rushing touchdown there. Offensive line does its job. That back taking off to the end zone for the touchdown.
Mike, you're exactly right. He might get credit in the box score for that long rushing touchdown, but it was the big guys up front who were able to make that play possible.
Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. And he'll manage to get this back only to about the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
Taken down up around the 32-yard line. They'll get 11 there, and that's a quick first down.
Well, a really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up first downs without having to get to third down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
Ready, ready.
Now, faking the give. Forced out wide. A throw left side, but it's incomplete.
Mike, when you're completing less than 35% of your passes, you're just not going to win a lot of games in the NFL. He's just too erratic throughout the course of the game. Sometimes it's exactly how they practiced. And at other times, it looks like they've never practiced at all.
And they'll only manage to pick up 3 yards. And that leads to third down.
At the 36-yard line. It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Ready up. Warriors 70. Ready, ready. Ready.
Back to throw. Quick throw, taken in. Call it a gain of 13. That's good for a Jaguar. First down.
And up until this point, we haven't seen a lot go their way, but here in the third quarter, they're starting to find some plays. They're starting to get some opportunities. Just got to ask yourself if it's too little, too late.
And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
He was brought down at his 49-yard line. 1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Just shy of midfield. Here's 2nd down and 9.
19 tight. Liking 18. Panther 11. Panther 11. 18. Pioneer.
They'll look to throw. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
Here we go. Here we go. 70 Timberwolves. Check out.
Shotgun snap as they'll throw it on 3rd down. Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. And it will be another turnover as this defense does it again.
Mike, we hear that term run after catch so often, and sometimes people miss that there's kind of a middle phase. There's the catch, but before it turns into a run, you have to secure the ball as a ball carrier, right? It needs to be put away, properly held, points of pressure, front tip up against your body. All of that is kind of taken for granted. Catching it is just step one. You've got to secure the ball before you become a runner. Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
That one incomplete. Good job. Textbook there. Separated the man from the ball, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
And I think when you look back on the first half, this was an element of the defense that really was missing. There was a lot of open windows, a ton of green grass for the receivers to make uncontested catches. So nice change of pace here. Continue to force the issue and make these guys earn the catch.
His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a 1st down.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation. And that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 36-yard line.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 4.
Ready. Hawk step.
A give. Here comes Blue. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
The key to great defensive line play is the get-off. When that ball moves, how fast can you get off the ball and get into the backfield? That's exactly what we saw here. Quick read, react, get off the block, take him down for a loss.
He's got a receiver. That's last. That's the 2nd time they connect on this drive. This one good for 13 yards.
So here's a play, Mike, that is clearly designed to attack the middle third of the field. So think it's roughly the space between the numbers. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And once he understood where his leverage was and he gets his head around, great job by the quarterback on time, delivering a strike.
He'll take this forward for about 5.
And these are body blows on any defense. This quarterback has the ability to make guys miss and do a lot of damage in the run game. And that's a nice pickup there.
From the 20, here's 2nd and 5. They run straight ahead with blue. And the Panthers are going to have 1st and goal, trying to finish off this drive with a touchdown. A gain of 10. Move the sticks again. Another 1st down. So not quite 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10. They're pretty close. Lamb going to see what he can do here. And he'll take it on in. C.D. Lamb. Touchdown, Anchorage. That is 2nd touchdown of the game. He's up to 9 now on the year. Extra point attempt still to come. He's got it. Panthers will add one more onto their big lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
35-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
A handoff as they try to run it here. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
On the set.
So, from the 37, here's 2nd and 8.
Ready. Cowboy 80.
So, 3 quarters now in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8.
Come on, set.
4th quarter begins on the ground. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it.
It's now 3rd and 9.
Dragon 60. Warrior 70. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
He'll drop to throw. This one just too far for the receiver. Out in front of him. That one falls incomplete.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on 3rd down? It's something these teams stress all week. Here's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up 4th down.
Take it in at the 8. And a nice return there. The offense not going to be backed up as much as they could have. Drive's going to start from beyond the 20. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10.
Go. Ready.
They'll run, and this is Cam Scatterboo. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down.
Ready.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd and 8.
Ready.
They'll go again with Scatterboo. Room to run at the 35. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line. 15-yard pickup there. It's good for a Panther 1st down.
Here's a case of an offense just piling on. You're really imposing your will on the defense. Everyone in the stadium knows you're going to run it. The defense knows it, you know it. And no matter what they do, they have no answers whatsoever.
Now the first carry for Chuba Hubbard. And this is going to be a big loss. He kept retreating, looking for an escape hatch. Found nothing. And they get him down well behind the line.
We spent so much time, Mike, talking about these defensive backs and their ability in pass coverage, but when you also have a defensive back that can make plays in the run game, especially behind the line of scrimmage, man, those guys are just so hard to find. That was a heck of a job here by this guy. The best defenders can just sense when a screen is coming. They can tell the body language of the offensive lineman's pass set. They can tell on the drop of the quarterback. It just doesn't look right. It's exactly the case here. Great job getting to the back and taking him down for a loss.
On third down, here's Blue. Oh, he's hit behind the line, and the ball is out. The Jaguars think they have it, and they do.
And with all this talk about ball security, I can tell you firsthand, Mike.
And remember now, all turnovers must be reviewed by replay. So this one is going to need a little closer look. They will not get this one off. It'll be a delay of game. On now is the punt team for the Panthers. This fielded inside the 35. And it'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there.
Here we go, Scott.
Now a give up the middle. Able to make one man miss, but that's all. They get him. Take him down behind the line.
A little surprising to see them keep the ball on the ground, especially given the situation, Mike. I mean, you're trailing. You haven't had a lot of success running the ball up until this point. They need chunk plays. They need to score, and they need to score fast.
A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down.
The pass protection's been a little bit shaky at times, and that was the case there. And even though they're not going to go down for allowing a sack, it was allowing the pressure that ultimately prevented that pass from being completed.
Third and long.
Here we go, here we go. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Hey, motion. Ready?
They'll throw out of the gun. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's fourth down.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on third down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on fourth down or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
That's a nice job of making things more manageable for this offense as he takes it back beyond the 25-yard line.
Ready? 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Let go.
The defense still has 3 timeouts. We'll see if they decide to use them here as the offense starts taking a knee.
Come on.
Second and 11.
Huh. 70, Hawk 70. Hut, hut.
Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. The last two runs each lost a yard. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 12. So this one a win for the visiting Panthers. They're able to erase the memories from a week ago. Game they really did struggle in. It looked like a different group here as they respond with a solid victory. And that'll do it for my partner Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody.
Man, I got this right.